210 at 8. Few clouds at 4,000, ceiling 5,100 broken, temperature 07, dew point 0 tree, QNH 102 tree, landing runway 16, departing runway 27, transition level 110, temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Melbourne. Advise on initial contact you have information India.
All aircraft be advised information Juliet now current QNH 1024.
Jetstar 502, looking to pick up our clearance to Kingsford Smith.
Jetstar 502, Melbourne delivery, expect runway 27, Mangalore tree departure, squawk 1711.
Mangalore 3 departure, squawk 1711. Jetstar 502.
Jetstar 502, read back correct, contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start, Jetstar 502.
Eastern 87, looking to pick up our clearance to Wynyard Airport.
Eastern 87, Melbourne delivery, expect runway 27, Sunty tree departure, squawk tree 551.
Suntai tree departure, squawk tree 551, Eastern 87.
Eastern 87, read back correct, contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.7 when ready, Eastern 87.
Qantas 420, IFR to Kingsford Smith. Qantas 420, Melbourne delivery, expect runway 27, Mangalore tree departure, squawk tree 222. Mangalore 3 departure, squawk 3222, Qantas 420. Qantas 420, read back correct, contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. Ground 121.7 when ready, Qantas 420.
QJet 1514, ready for airways to Canberra Airport.
QJet 1514, Melbourne delivery, expect runway 27, Dosa 1 departure, squawk 4506.
Docel 1 departure, squawk 4506, QJet 1514.
QJet 1514, read back correct, contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. QJet 1514, bye-bye.
Qatari 773 Heavy, ready for IFR clearance to Hamad Airport.
Qatari 773 Heavy, Melbourne delivery, expect runway 27, Never 7 departure, initial climb to 6,000 feet, squawk 3625.
Nevis 7 departure, squawk 3625, Qatari 773 Heavy.
Qatari 773 Heavy, read back correct, contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.7 when ready, Qatari 773 Heavy.
QJet 1514, request taxi to the active.
QJet 1514, runway 27 taxi via Quebec Echo Papa.
Runway 27 taxi via Quebec Echo Papa, QJet 1514.
New Zealand 120 at stand 3, request pushback.
New Zealand 120 Melbourne ground, pushback approved, face north.
Pushback approved, face north, New Zealand 120.
QJet 1514, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5.
Over to Tower 120.5, QJet 1514.
Qantas 1011 at stand 12, request pushback.
Qantas 1011 Melbourne ground, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west, Qantas 1011.
New Zealand 120, request taxi to the active.
New Zealand 120, runway 27 taxi via Papa.
Runway 27 taxi via Papa, New Zealand 120.
Qantas 1011, request taxi to the active.
New Zealand 120, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5. Have a good day.
Over to Tower 120.5, New Zealand 120, have a good day.
Qantas 1011, runway 27 taxi via Tango Papa.
Runway 27 taxi via Tango Papa Qantas 1011.
Qantas 1011, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 120.5, Qantas 1011.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin
Stand 56, request pushback.
East Melbourne ground, pushback and engine start approved, face north.
Pushback approved, face north.
Qatari 773 Heavy, stand 18, request pushback and engine start.
Qatari 773 Heavy, Melbourne ground, pushback and engine start approved, face north.
Pushback and engine start approved, face north, Qatari 773 Heavy.
Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Request taxi to the active.
Runway 27 taxi via Juliet Alpha Echo Papa.
Runway 27 taxi via Juliet Alpha Echo Papa.
Qantas 608 at stand 4, request pushback and engine start. Qantas 608 Melbourne ground, pushback and engine start approved, face north. Pushback and engine start approved, face north, Qantas 608.
Please set parking brakes.
Qantas 608 request taxi.
Unlocking gear.
Qantas 608 runway 27 taxi via Papa. Runway 27 taxi via Papa Qantas 608.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Qantas 422, stand 6, request pushback and engine start. Qantas 422, Melbourne ground, pushback and engine start approved, face north. Pushback and engine start approved, face north, Qantas 422. Qantas 608, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5. Over to Tower 120.5, Qantas 608.
Qatari 773 Heavy, request taxi to the active.
Qatari 773 Heavy, runway 27 taxi via Alpha Echo Papa.
Runway 27 taxi via Alpha Echo Papa, Qatari 773 Heavy.
Velocity 313, stand 6, request pushback.
Velocity 313, Melbourne ground, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, velocity 313.
Qantas 675 at stand 8, request pushback.
Qantas 675, Melbourne ground, hold position for company traffic.
Hold position for traffic, Qantas 675.
Qantas 422, request taxi. Qantas 422, runway 27 taxi via Papa. Runway 27 taxi via Papa, Qantas 422. Qantas 675, Melbourne ground, pushback approved, face north.
Pushback and engine start approved, face north, Qantas 675.
Jetstar 504 at stand 42, request pushback and engine start.
Jetstar 504, Melbourne ground, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, Jetstar 504.
Velocity 313, request taxi to the active.
Velocity 313, runway 27 taxi via Golf Alpha Echo Papa.
Runway 27 taxi via Golf Alpha Echo Papa, velocity 313.
Qantas 675, ready to taxi to the active.
Qantas 675, runway 27 taxi via Papa.
Runway 27 taxi via Papa, Qantas 675.
Qatari 773 Heavy, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5.
Over to Tower 120.5, Qatari 773 Heavy. Qatari 773 Heavy, holding short, runway 27.
Qatari 773 Heavy, Melbourne Tower, wind 220 at 7, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27, cleared for takeoff, Qatari 773 Heavy.
Rex 9, wind 220 at 7, runway 16, cleared to land.
Runway 16, cleared to land, Rex 9.
velocity 808, exit left at Golf.
Exit left at Golf, velocity 808.
Ready for departure, runway 27.
And number 2 for departure, hold short of 27.
Wilco, hold short of 27 for traffic.
Velocity 808, monitor ground 121.7.
Ground 121.7, velocity 808, bye-bye.
To runway 27, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 27.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Melbourne Tower, wind 220 at 7, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Qatari 773, heavy contact Melbourne departure 118.9er.
Contact Melbourne departure 118.9er, Qatari 773 heavy. Melbourne, Qatari 773 heavy, 2,000 feet.
Qatari 773 heavy, Melbourne departure identified, climb to flight level 160.
Climb to flight level 160, Qatari 773 heavy.
Melbourne, good day, 1,100 feet.
Melbourne departure identified, climb to 10,000 feet.
Climb to 10,000 feet.
Qantas 420, contact Melbourne Centre 125.2, have a good day. Contact Melbourne Centre 125.2, Qantas 420, have a good day. QJet 1514, contact Melbourne Centre 125.2.
Contact Melbourne Centre 125.2, QJet 1514.
Melbourne, Qantas 675, 1,200 feet.
Qantas 675, Melbourne departure, good day identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Qantas 675.
Melbourne, Qantas 672, 9,400 feet with information Juliet.
Qantas 672, Melbourne approach, QNH 1024, expect the ILS Yankee runway 16.
QNH 1024, expect the ILS Yankee runway 16, Qantas 672.
Velocity 208, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1024, velocity 208.
Jetstar 502, contact Melbourne Centre 125.2, have a good day.
Contact Melbourne Centre 125.2, Jetstar 502.
Melbourne, Qantas 422, good day, 1,600 feet. Qantas 422, Melbourne departure identified, climb to flight level 150. Climb to flight level 150, Qantas 422.
313, 1,000 feet.
Velocity 313 Melbourne departure identified. Climb to flight level 1.
Qatari 773 Heavy, turn right, heading 360, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1001, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 360, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1001, Qatari 773 Heavy.
Qatari 773 Heavy, 9 miles from Latso. Turn right, heading 305, maintain 2,500 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 34 right.
Turn right, heading 305, 2,500 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Qatari 773 Heavy.
Doha radar, Arabia 138. Good day. Descending via Tosin 1 Juliet, flight level 240.
Arabia 138, Doha radar identified. Arabia 138 QNH 1001, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 right.
QNH 1001. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 right, Arabia 138.
Doha radar, Qatari 1036, flight level 209 on. Qatari 1036, Doha radar, radar contact. Qatari 773, heavy contact Hamad Tower 118.525.
Contact tower 118.525 Qatari 773 Heavy. Hamad Tower, Qatari 773 Heavy, ILS runway 34 right.
Qatari 773 Heavy, Hamad Tower, wind 355 at 11, runway 34 right cleared to land.
Runway 34 right cleared to land, Qatari 773 Heavy.
All aircraft be advised, information Sierra now current, QNH 1001.
$50, $30, $20, $10.
Qatari 773 Heavy, exit left at Alpha Niner.
Exit left at Alpha Niner, Qatari 773 Heavy.
Qatari 7 Quebec Heavy, ready to go, runway 34 right.
Qatari 7 Quebec Heavy, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Qatari 7 Quebec Heavy.
Qatari 773 Heavy, contact ground 118.65, have a good day.
Ground 118.65, Qatari 773 Heavy, have a good day.
Qatari 8036 Heavy, contact Hamad Tower 118.525.
Contact Tower 118.525, Qatari 8036 Heavy. Have a good day.
Qatari 773 Heavy, request taxi to the gate.
Qatari 773 Heavy, welcome to Hamad Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
We'll take any ramp, please. Qatari 773 Heavy.
Qatari 773 Heavy, ramp 514 taxi via Echo 4, Charlie, Kilo 514.
Ramp 514 taxi via Echo 4, Charlie Kilo 514, Qatari 773 Heavy.
Qatari 37 Papa Heavy, contact Hamad Tower 118.525.
Contact Tower 118.525, Qatari 37 Papa Heavy. Have a good day.